good morning or good afternoon. Right, guys, just before I will start, I need to somehow try to change the screen because I can't. It doesn't look the same. It's, like it's flipped in the wrong way. I don't know how to change it. And it's really annoying me because I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, no. This tab. No, I don't think I can do it. It's so annoying. Because basically how you see it, it's not how it is in reality. It's all like flipped. And I want to change it back and I don't know how to do it. Because what I'm seeing is not how it is. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm just going to have to give up, right? And just stick with it. So I found probably of the quietest location I know I usually do in my lives in the worst places ever, where you can't bloody hear what I'm saying. I think today you should hear what I'm saying. Can you hear what I'm saying? I know I have a fan here, so it probably adds noise, and the windows are open. It's got birds and everything on the background. But whoever is in this live, can you hear what I'm saying? It's 11 o'clock in, I nearly said in the UK. No, it's nighttime in the UK. In Thailand, I'm drinking my coffee number 3. I decided to do this live, and I know you love subjects like this. It's because lately I've been getting a lot of comments, from haters, obviously, the people that don't really like me, which is fine. Just saying that, who would be interested to date a 30-year-old one? You're so old, you can't compete with the 20-year-old girls. And one comment yesterday said a high value man would never go for an older woman. And don't get me wrong, hateful comments, I get them on a daily basis, and it's absolutely fine. I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. But some of them I just find they really based on that person's opinion. Maybe that person doesn't want an older woman or wants a younger woman for whatever mental health reasons. Because I do feel the guys who are going for girls that half of their age actually have some issues with their brain, insecurities, confidence issues, but some sort of mental health issues. So, but today I just wanted to talk, and then also I had, I think, some comments from women. I think in their 40s. I don't know if it may be that they're not sure if they can provide to a guy, or maybe they have some sort of, issues with their age, or they don't want to get old, or whatever that is. So I thought it might be a good subject for this live. It's completely different, but I just wanted to share my view. And of course, I welcome all comments in the chat box on the right-hand side. I speak very slow today because I had a terrible night's sleep. Like literally, I woke up at 2 and couldn't fall asleep until 6. So I'm knackered, and then I got up at like 8. So yeah, hi, relaxing. Do you have a CCTV on me? Because every time I'm doing live, you are there. How do you, or do you not sleep ever? How does it happen? Can you tell me the secret? Obviously, I appreciate it a lot. This is not a criticism. But how are you always here? This is what I don't get. I'm like, every time I'm doing live, and I know you're based in India, you are here. And I just wonder how. because I don't have any planning in terms of my lives. I do it sporadically. Is that the word? Yes, I'm 24/7. Look at your channel and Instagram. Okay, well, thanks for the honest answer. Oh, God, I like your sense of humor. Okay, then. So, shall we start? Let's start. Okay, dating and do you know what? Let me talk about myself, okay? Because I think that would be the easiest way to explain it, to help you understand. I'm 38 now. I am 39 in 4 weeks. So if you want to send any birthday presents, let me know. I'll give you the location. Yes, I'm 39. Let's say I'm 39, and I just feel, you know, I'm trying to do it in some sort of priority order, but I'm just gonna kind of do it in a way that whatever comes into your mind. Of course, if you take a 30-year-old with, 2 kids, loads of baggage, ex-husbands, yes, that is pain in the ass. And certainly, I would avoid it because, I mean, it depends on their relationship, but very often, that means that you'd need to spend a lot of time with someone else's kids, etc., etc. If you take me as an example, and there are a lot of women like me, like a lot of my friends who are in their 40s or late 30s, who've never been married and don't have kids, and they have a lot to give. And when you say, and if you ask me, oh, well, why have you not been married up until now? And because I think up until age of 36, career was my number one priority. Yeah, whereas in the last 2 years, 3 years, I think I've changed a lot, and career plays a important part. However, it's not a number one priority for me, and relationship now is something that I consider. Okay, and that's why I've never wanted to get married. Have I had proposals and people that wanted to get married and have kids with me? Yeah, of course. So when people think that I'm a sad case, where I am now in my life is by choice. Not, I'm sure if you follow my channel, you know how resilient I am, go getter, determined. I haven't ended up in this situation by some sort of accident. Everything is pretty much, things are planned in my life. I have goals, I've got aims, etc., etc. So, and I am not I don't lack male attention. Let me put it that way. I have enough. It's good. So if you take a 30-year-old, let's say without the baggage like me, so how would I describe her? Well, she certainly had her parties. I'm no longer interested in going out, getting absolutely hammered, rolling on the floor, having random sex in the toilet, taking coke and smoke weed. When you take a 20-year-old, and I know everyone's different, but I'm going to talk about majority here, they still need to experience all of this, which they must do. I always say to people, you need to try every drug. You need to go through everything, because that's how you understand what's important, what's not important. So if I was a guy and I was dating a 20-year-old, and let's say I'm in my 40, I think it's going to be a pain in the fucking ass, because she still doesn't know what she wants. Or when I was at 20, when I think about myself at 20, and don't get me wrong, I'm very mature because I moved to a different country. I've learned new language, new culture when I was 18, 19. So I was a lot more mature than other 20-year-old. But even now, I look back at myself, I didn't know what I was doing. Literally, I didn't know what I was doing. I was all over the place. So if we talk about how high value man, why would he want to be with someone like that? That's my first question. So I already would not put him in that category. If I was I know I'm not a man, but let's say I'm a man. Let's imagine I'm a man. I know I sound like a man, so I could be a man. What I want is peace, someone who supports me, someone who looks great, If I go to the events, I want to be proud. Someone who I can have a conversation with, someone who understands business and stuff like that, because I would want the person to participate in whatever I'm building or managing or whatever. So, what conversations are you going to have with a 20-year-old? Okay, body. Let's talk about physical aspects. Yes, not every 38-year-old look good. Okay, it comes down to their effort, to the discipline, to what's important in their life. For me, looking good, feeling good, being healthy is very, very important. And for sure, whatever partner going to end up with me, I would make sure that that is also followed with him. Health is important for me. So yeah, I think the 20-year-old, I think one advantage that she will have, generally speaking, is of course skin, figure, right? Even though when I think about myself, I actually look better now, not wrinkle wise. Of course, I've aged, but in terms of my body, than I was when I was 20. I was a lot bigger when I was 20, like a lot bigger. When I look at my pictures, when I was in my, I actually have a picture. I'm going to try, when I fly back to Latvia, I'm going to try to find it and I'll post it on the channel. You'd be like, is this the same person? You'd be thinking that I've done every plastic surgery possible, but it's not. It's about exercising, cutting sugar. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the well-being stuff. I've done a live on Sunday about it. So if you want to know what I do in terms of to keep my, physical, mental, emotional health in order, then maybe watch that live, because I share some tips. Yeah, it's this Sunday I did it. So click on my channel, just click lives, and then scroll down and you will see the post date, and then you can filter it by date, I think. I've just lost a thought now. Hold on a second. What was I saying? Do you see what I mean? I'm so tired today because of lack of sleep. Sleep affects me so much. I literally can't function. I'm like, oh. What was I saying? What was I saying? I was saying about the 20-year-old, yeah, having a better body. Yeah, that's right. Yes, of course she will have advantage on that. If the guy, let's say a guy is in his 40s and he dates a 20-year-old, I am not interested in that guy. Let's put it that way. So I'm not in competition with that 20-year-old. I don't want that guy. I want the guy who wants to date either their age or have kind of, plus minus 7 sort of years gap, either older or younger. Like I said earlier during this live, guys who are in their 50s and date a 20-year-old, they need to see a psychiatrist and understand what issues they have. Yeah, that's my honest view. So in terms of 20-year-old as well, she wouldn't have compassion, empathy, sympathy, because you have to go through a lot of experiences in your life in order to gain these not qualities but characteristics. Because I remember, and again I'm talking about myself, when I was in my 20s, I couldn't give a fuck about people or their feelings or their emotions. Whereas now I think I'm very considerate, and I'm sure you wouldn't be able to say that because you don't know me on a personal level. I'm very, very compassionate. I think that 20-year-old, let's say you're a guy in your 40s, and that 20-year-old would have a lot of choice. Why would she want to be with a guy with saggy balls when she can go for a 30-year-old? So there is that high chance of her cheating on you. So would you want to live in fear knowing that your woman is sleeping around with younger guys? Or, just, yeah, I think when you're older, you've already done all that. Like, it's boring now. It's like I said, going out and getting drunk no longer interest me. To be honest, I've never been interested in this sort of lifestyle, but I much rather, watch a movie at home. Sometimes I wish I can be a bit more going out kind of person, but I just feel, well, what's the point? People drunk, talking crap, somebody smoking in my face, because of course in Thailand smoking is allowed everywhere. That's why I like Europe, because people are not allowed to smoke indoors. Whereas here is like that, everyone's like smoking. So I was like, oh, I don't want, I don't want to be a passive smoker, give up smoking. So I want to stay away as much as possible. So yeah, so I think dating a younger woman is a handful, dealing with conflicts, the ego is still there. If I think about me, to be honest, I don't know how I was able to have any relationship when I was younger, because I was a pain in the ass. I mean, I'm still a little bit of pain in the ass. But, I was just so, yeah, just what I want to do, and yeah. So I hats off to all my exes. Cheers for you guys. How you cope with me. Well, yeah, whereas now I think I can compromise, I can meet in the middle. I am much better in communication, because I think communication is a key, right? In any relationship, if you're not able to talk, and I don't think how you can talk to a 20-year-old. I went on a few dates with 30-year-old boys here in Phuket, and do you know what I realized? I don't want to date a younger guy. I think before I was like, yeah, I definitely want a younger guy, somebody 5 or 8 years younger. So I went on a few dates, and but they just don't interest me. I just think they're thick. It's like, yeah, maybe they're good for sex, in terms of like body and stuff like that. But that gets boring after a while. Don't you agree? I mean, I'm not talking from my experience, but just in general, from what I see and what I observe, you need emotional intelligence, not just the physical aspects. And I think with some guys in their 30s, they still trying to prove the world and to themselves what they're capable of doing. Again, for me, I don't need a guy like that. I need a guy who already worked out what he wants, how to get it, already proven to everything and everyone, and wants just peaceful, content life with loads of freedom and choice. It doesn't mean he needs to be loaded. No, that's not what I've said, but someone who understands what's what. And with younger guys, I mean, of course, there are exceptions, but I find often that is not the case. They still want to build an empire and work 24/7, and it's all about work, 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 money, 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 money. Yeah, and I'm at the different stage now. I want somebody who just wants to enjoy simple things in life. Don't get me wrong, I like luxury things too, just to put it out there. But I can go for a massage for 200 baht and be absolutely fine with it. I don't need a fancy salon to have a massage. If I'm talking about like Phuket now, so I think I can mix and match. Well, shall I read some of the comments here? Hello, Nat. I'm happily divorced, single, and free. Just fly from one branch to another. Very good, Victor. Why did you divorce, just out of interest? What, if you had to say just one word, what led to the divorce? What would it be? Usually I find it's money that people get divorced. Money, obviously the cheating, and communication, I think, main reasons. So you tried all type of drug, relaxing. That's a very personal question. Not answering to that question. Square something. What is this crap? You don't have to watch this crap. Boss babe delusion. Thank you. One comment is held for review from this square peg, whatever. What a weird name, by the way. I'm just going to show it to everybody because I don't really care what's written there. Men like young fertile girls. You have missed the boat. The delusion is unreal. Actually, you're completely wrong, because if you looked at statistics and Google it now, most men don't want to have kids. Majority of men don't want to have kids. It's the woman that forces them to have kids and get married and all that bollocks. So actually, if let's say I don't want kids and the guy in his 40s also don't want kids, that's a win-win situation. There's no baggage. We don't need to be changing nappies and go through all that stress. Just enjoy life and live for yourself. With me, it's all about enjoyment, doing what I love, not being stuck where I don't want to be stuck, So I personally disagree with you. And statistics says the same. So actually, I've got a backup data, because you just talk. This is just your personal opinion. Right. What else? To avoid the riffraff of no idea what even all these abbreviation means, but that's fine. Plan A, operational sugar mama, right? Date a professional business owner, degree, own a home and car, etc. I'm open to dating an older woman who's a normie. What is normie stands for? I think for me, if the guy looks at a woman and considers the house, the business owner, the degree, I wouldn't want to date that man, because that's what men should be worrying about, not the woman. For me, that's already this switch of the role. So I wouldn't be interested in that guy. I'm very traditional in that respect. The way I've been brought up, that the man is a provider, protect and provide, and of course, if the woman also provides, like me, for example, then there's just a bonus, So, but that's just my view. Young girls do what they want. They will wear high heels and short skirts. They look good, unlike an old infertile. Well, again, disagree. I just think you are not in the circle where you are surrounded by hot older women. I am. I have a friend who's in her 50s. She's stunning, literally absolutely stunning. I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, I post pictures. Most of my friends are in their late 30s and early 40s. So yeah, it's just unfortunate that you don't have an access to these women, because they perhaps are not looking at you. Do you know what I mean? So that's why you think that only young girls wear heels. When I go out, and this is again where you're so wrong, you are actually delusional, but it's fine, delusional. I went out to a few clubs, nightclubs, beach clubs. I was the only person that was wearing heels, because actually the trend now is trainers. So again, you haven't got a clue about the trend. So all the young girls are not wearing heels. Heels actually suggest that you're older, because it's no longer in trend. But anyway, I don't want to spend my time teaching you or explaining to you, because you obviously haven't got a clue. Having no kids, it's crazy. Why is it crazy? Why is it crazy? I don't think it's crazy. I just think some women have kids for a wrong reason. Sometimes they're bored. Sometimes they need to feel love or give love. Another reason, which I've observed, they don't want to work. Yeah. Another reason, they want to get hold of the guy, so the guy doesn't go anywhere. So why would I want to have kids? For example, if these were my reasons. And I look at some of them women who have kids. And by the way, I'm not saying I don't want kids. I don't want you now to jump into a conclusion. I'm just sharing with you different point of views. When I look at those women, I just can see how unhappy they are. So unhappy. And some of them who are honest, they say, I actually had a conversation with someone yesterday where they said if they can turn it back, they would not have kids. That is sad. That is just so sad. Imagine you living your life and you can't fucking get rid of them. They're just there. And say if you don't want them, what do you do? So you have no freedom. There's no longer about you. You know? So I don't know. For me, that's quite a sad life when I look at those women. Here we go. Right, Victor. The reason I got divorced was because my ex was symphoning the joint account and fooling around. Oh, so she's what? Was spending money without your approval. Is that what it was? What did I say before I ask you a reason? That money is a number one reason for divorce. I would like to date you, but you're only interested in men. Yes, I am not interested in women. I like men. It makes life pointless. No, disagree. If you're referring about kids, totally disagree with you. If you feel that having a kid is your purpose in life, then that's absolutely fine. Everyone's got their own choice. For me, my purpose in life is to live a great, happy, content life, free life. Life where I can do what I want, live what I want, speak to whoever I want. Focus on my hobbies. So everyone's different, everyone's different. So I wouldn't generalize and say, oh, without kids is pointless. Like I said, when I see some of my friends, so up until age of 18, they're fucking stressed because they're going through first nappies, then teeth, then tantrums, then school, then drugs, then unplanned pregnancy. Then they leave the bloody house. Then they fail at university. Then they can't find a job. Then they leave their parents anyway. Because sometimes people say, yeah, but I want someone to come to me when I'm older. I haven't lived next to my mom for the last 20 years. I lived completely like miles away from my mom. So, so that's just bollocks. When you're older, nobody would give a fuck about you if you have kids or not, especially nowadays where people move around so much. This is just my opinion. Again, I'm sharing with you my opinion. I'm sure you have your own. What's the time now? 11:45. I might stay here for another 15 minutes and then I need to go and get ready to meet a friend for lunch. I'm so tired, guys. Honestly, can you tell? I'm so tired. Right, what else have we got? Normie is NPC type. I have no idea what NPC type is. Guys, remember, I'm Latvian, so I don't know all the abbreviations. So when you try to make a statement, try to write it in a way that the foreign person would understand. So, yeah, that's not great communication skills because you obviously can't tailor it to me. Having kids is a big commitment. Yeah, Mike, I agree with you totally. It's a massive commitment. Even having a dog is a commitment. Do you know, I live in a house now where we have a dog. And I thought I loved dogs. I literally sometimes I would look at dogs, and I used to say that I love dogs more than people. But now I don't know even if I want to have a dog, because every time I eat, he sits there looking at me like this, making a noise, trying to ask for food, and that's just disturbing my peace. Oh, you probably think I'm a pain in the ass now, but I was like, I don't want to have a dog. No, don't think so. Having kids and divorce, it's fucked top, but having right partner and kids is amazing. However, this is only assumption as I don't have kids yet. Well, can you tell me how many families you know who are still together with the kids and they're happy? Just tell me, because I can probably mention one of everyone that I know, maybe two. Because on all the other ones, I mean, I don't want to discuss other people or my friends or anything, but I don't have many examples of that, unfortunately. I do believe AIDS exists, don't get me wrong, but I'm just telling you about my examples. Not most, but they've been married twice, they've been divorced, or the woman doesn't feel appreciated, or the guy feels that he just needs to constantly earn and provide, and he's knackered, and blah, 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 you know. I'm not going to read comments in Russian because the channel is English, so I want to make sure that everyone who's participating in this live can understand. So if you can rephrase it, Gamer, in English, then I can read your comment. Everyone should have their own choice respected. Yeah, totally agree with you, Mike. And that's what I say as well. You know, I respect everyone. And I have some girlfriends who have 4 kids and they absolutely love it. And then I have some other ones who have 1 kid and they wish they've never had it, but they only say it secretly when they're drunk and they like, I can see it's all coming out, you know, or when they look at my life and they're like, oh, I wish I could live your life and not my life. You know, so everyone's different, you know, and like I said, I don't know how I feel about kids. I'm open. I'm open. I think it depends on the guy that I meet. Because if I met a guy and I fall in love with him and he fall in love with me and he doesn't want to have kids, I would be absolutely fine not having kids. Don't have to have kids. If I meet a guy and he's like, we have to have a kid, then first I'd ask him a question if he's got enough money. Because it's very expensive. And of course, you know, it would ruin my health. So I would need to invest a lot after to heal after being pregnant and delivering the baby and stuff. I would need every doctor on earth to help me. So yeah, it's expensive to have kids. So that would be my only kind of thought process, you know. Because of course, if I have a child, I want to make sure that I can provide in terms of education, time, effort. I see some of these moms who have kids, but they never see them. I don't want to be mom like that. You know, I want to have a quality time. I want to invest in education, in upbringing, in giving the knowledge, you know, and that takes a lot of time. And of course, you need a lot of money, right? UK boss, I would only have a kid at 41. If I suddenly became a millionaire, then I might think about it. Yeah, see, I've just said that. Non-playable character. Non-playable character. Still don't know what it means, but it's fine. Buy a monkey, Natalie. No, monkey's a pain in the ass. They make a lot of mess. I like clean. I like everything in order and clean and organized, and minimalistic. Monkeys will create a lot of mess. How you find beautiful girlfriends? How do I find? I don't know. I'm just surrounded by beauty. All my girlfriends are so hot. Or literally everyone in Latvia, in UK, in Thailand. All my girlfriends are just so hot. I think I attract beautiful people in my life. Yeah. A business owner, degree, home, car, etc. Professional job is more likely not to be a hooker. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, maybe. Degree, I disagree. I have so many people with degrees and they are absolutely losers. So the home, a lot of people that I know that sold their homes and they millionaires and they just travel around and they just don't want to have any commitments or any, you know. So it just depends. Professional job, would you class as a professional job? Business owner? No, I disagree with you. Right. Yeah, not many, but I don't believe you just suddenly decided to have kids. If all the boxes tick, such a financial right partner, and you go ahead. Like I said, it really depends of who I meet. And don't people say, oh, you need to be fertile, but you can have a kid with a surrogate mother. So you literally nowadays in the world that we live, you can do whatever you want if you have the money. That's it. So, any other thoughts? Uh, any other things about why, dating an older woman, she's wise. She would be more patient, I think, like understanding patient. I've said already about the empathy and sympathy and all those sort of things. Communication skills is massive. Um, what else would I say are the benefits dating an older woman? I'm just trying to think about what the benefits to date me. Loyal, honest, trustworthy. I think I have ability to motivate and inspire a guy, to support him. Yeah, you can talk to my exes, and they'll give you a good feedback about me. How to ask a mature woman for a date. I like face to face, not in a creepy, weird way. I don't know why that message was retracted, but yeah, for me, I think confidence is very attractive in a guy. I think a lot of guys are scared to be rejected. And for me, you might be missing an opportunity, because how do you know that the woman will not say yes? If she does say no, then that's fine. You move on. So my suggestion to the guys, if there is a woman that you really, really like, just go and approach her. Then you know in your head, okay, if it meant to be or not meant to be, why sit there and worry? I'm not afraid to be rejected. If somebody, let's say I went on a date and they didn't text me after, I'd be like, okay, they're just not for me. That's it. I'll move on. Very simple. I trust the process. I trust the process. What meant to be will be, and what I'm meant to have, I will have, and so on and so on. So, have you spoken about the negatives? We all carry baggages as we age. Negatives. Do you know what? One negative I would say, if like, maybe I'm contradicting a little bit here, but this is just something that came into my head, so I need to share it. Before, maybe I would put up with crap, whereas now, because I live such a beautiful life, being single, then having a relationship, it would need to be someone that actually add value to my life and benefit me. So if they give me drama, pressure, stress, insecurities, then I'm not going to be with them. Whereas when you're younger, sometimes you want this sort of, not chase, but you want a little bit of drama and emotional. If they give me emotional instability or a worry or whatever, then I don't want that. So I think that's probably the negatives with dating an older person. Then maybe with some of these things, they're just not going to put up with crap, I think. What else? I'm just trying to think what would be other. I mean, negative dating me, I would want you to be healthy. So the person who is a big drinker, smoker, they would not be able to be with me, because I would absolutely annoy the hell out of them, persuading them to be healthy. I mean, I would never look at the guy who smokes and drinks like an alcoholic in the first place, but baggage includes kids. I mean, there's nothing wrong with dating someone who has kids. It depends. It depends on the situation. It depends on their relationship with their ex, of how they set up. But often I find it's annoying when I talk to people who date people with kids. They're constantly moaning, saying, "Oh, it's a half term. We fucking need to be with kids. Oh, the ex said he's not feeling well. She needs to babysit." So in my head, I always see that as a disadvantage. Whereas I actually had an ex who had kids. It was cool. The kids loved me. I get on really well with kids. I don't know why. Kids just love me. Um, it was okay, but it wasn't a long-term relationship. And obviously, we didn't have our own kids, because I think let's say I have a child with a guy and he have kids from previous marriage. In terms of finances, I think I would have a problem if he would invest more in them kids than our kid, because I would want to have more for my kid. Maybe for selfish reasons, I wouldn't like it, I think. I'm just being brutally honest with you, because I'm like, well, why would I want, I want everything for my child. So I think that what would I find, I'd find annoying. Yeah, and it depends how they split up, what was the reason, and blah, blah, blah. Because I think on the back of my mind, I would always be like, oh, is there something between them? I think. I don't know. Like, I'm single now, so it's hard for me to say. When I'm in a relationship, then I'll let you know what's going on. To be honest, I don't know if I would let you know what's going on, because I think some things are what I prefer to keep private. Right, on a different subject, I think you got to spice up your channel. Like doing some live stream during night out or even daily shopping. I notice from other YouTubers it gets tons of views. Yeah, I agree with you. It's just sometimes I can't be bothered. I like to live in the moment and enjoy present. Live streaming and doing that disturbs my enjoyment. You know, I don't feel the need at all times to show the world what I'm doing, what I have, what I owe, da 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 da. I'm very content. So I think sometimes this would disturb. Like when I'm on a night out, I don't want to live stream. I want to enjoy my night out. Do you understand what I mean? In regards to kids, I'm sure you you will change your mind in the future. Do you know what? Many people said that to me. And again, I'm going to reiterate that I'm not against having kids. That's not what I'm about. It's just this sort of statement I've heard since I was age of 30. Oh, when you turn 33, you'll change your mind. When you turn 35, this will be different. No. I'm 39 in 4 weeks. I still feel exactly the same as I felt when I was 20. Nothing's changed. Older women have the knowledge and the wisdom to envelop a good relationship and bring stability and harmony. Yeah, exactly, Alan. This is exactly what I was talking about. Younger woman, you'd feel on edge constantly. You'd feel insecure because you'd be looking at the younger guys. Well, why would you want to live a life like this? Surely you want to be with someone who's on your level. On your level, appreciate the same things, have the same values. When I was younger, I didn't care about family. Literally would not give a fuck. Like I would not even speak to my mum for weeks. Whereas now, family is so important to me. And I appreciate and I'm grateful. And I mean, the list goes on. There's so many things that I changed a lot. So I wouldn't want to date me when I was 20. No way. No way. No way. No, it's too much. Fuck that. Whereas now, I would date me because I think I have a lot to give. I am listing many filters. The sugar mama doesn't need to meet any of them, as there are many factors that help me filter out the riffraff. Owning a business just as a type of filler. Okay, Loto. Please don't take it personally, but if you are a guy, then I wouldn't be interested in a guy like you. And I'm a business owner, and I own a house, and I have income. Without, well, how do you call the income that just comes in without you doing anything? What is it called? Not disposable. Hold on a second. What's the word? Left my mind because I'm so tired. I'm forgetting English today. So anyway, you got the point. I would not, guy like you would not interest me. And a passive income. Here we go. Thank you, relaxing. Yeah, I have passive income. So yeah, I wouldn't be interested in someone like you. I'm sorry. Yeah, understandable. It's hard work. I can never do it, but it depends how you see YouTube. If it's only hobby, then fair enough. Of course, it's a hobby. Do you think YouTube is my life? If it disappears tomorrow, a lot of people say, "Oh, what if your channel gets shut down?" Don't give a fuck. Literally, the only thing that I do give a fuck is my health, my family, my friends, well-being, freedom, content, meaningful people, genuine people, conversations, like things like this. YouTube, job, it comes and goes. Do you know what I mean? So I don't put so much emphasis on it and so much importance. Honestly, if all social media gets shut down tomorrow, I actually going to celebrate it, to be honest, because there's more time to do what I love without spending my time, watching someone's story, how they pooed and shit like that. It's like I was reading, I've read one book, not yesterday, the day before, about how when we get ill with whatever, I don't know, let's say I have a low blood pressure, then it means in terms of mental health, what it means, like what blockage you have. So I was going through all my issues, let's say, health wise, and seeing if it makes sense, the description. I can't remember. Let me just see what that book is called. Hold on a second. Just stay here. Oh, my mum just texted me. Some voice message. Oh, and someone else texted me about sweets. It's so funny. The people that I share the house right with, they just texted me because they bought some sweets and they know I like sweets. They just texted me saying, "Natalia, we've got some sweets in the fridge. Please help yourself." Oh, so sweet, so considerate. Oh, oops, very considerate. So when I finish the live, I'm gonna go and get it. Okay, what I read. This is the book called by Liz Bourbeau. Something about love yourself. I've read the Russian version, so I'm not sure what it sounds in English, but basically every illness is explained what it means in terms of mental, because I'm a true believer that everything that we experience is what's in our head, So I was interpreting some of my problems and seeing if I agree with the author. Yeah, so not having social media is going to be amazing. Oh, Brad is here. Hi, darling. How come you're here? I'm in Thailand. I thought you were in Bali. I'm just talking about how to date me. Do you know, guys, Brad Newton, can you see in the chats? This is the guy that's got an amazing channel about fitness in Phuket. Like, you have to follow him. Go and have a look, Google him. He's done so much stuff in Phuket, and I think he's in Bali now. So go and give him a follow, have a look at his channel, and he's a very nice guy, very nice and very smart. He's a YouTuber, obviously, but he's got some other talents. Right, what's his Lotto saying again? You don't know how massively difficult to pull off what I'm talking about in Thailand. I am to 70% cheat or pay for a play. It's landmine there. There's no Western dating mentality. Right, Lotta, you lost me there. I've got a clue what you've just wrote. Are you a guy who wants a woman to pay for everything? I'm sorry to be so direct, but do you expect a woman to pay for you? I don't get it because you keep talking about it. Right. I personally only open YouTube if I want to grow the account, and at least trying to. Everyone's different. YouTube for me is a guilty pleasure. I just talk some random stuff, on my channel, especially lately. I'm all over the place. 1 minute talk about dating, then about health, then something else. But that's just me because I have many interests. And certainly I don't want to talk about Thailand anymore because I'm bored, even though I'm here. So, right, say hi to her, to who? Lotta, men are fleeced daily there. monetary and emotionally. Men need to be extra vigilant in Thailand. Well, exactly. A lot of men come to Thailand and they think that they have so many women because women are in love with them. That is not the case, guys. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you just a money machine. That's it. So, but if you want to believe that the girls love you here, then for sure, if that what makes your life better and you feel great about yourself, then for sure, just go for it. But it's not the case, unfortunately. Again, there are exceptions. I have some guys who are married to Thai women, and they have, by the look of it, they have a very healthy, loving relationship. But what I've also seen a lot more often than, yeah, you just being used and abused, you know, and they take as much money as they can until you pour, and then you have to return back to your country and go on a dole. Right, what else have we got here? Brad, I haven't seen your channel in over 18 months since we spoke. This popped up in my Explore feed. Really cool that you're still doing YouTube. But you know what? I don't do it that often anymore. I have stopped doing videos. I actually have one video coming up this week, but it's a paid video. So I've agreed to do it for someone. They wanted me to do it, so they paid me. I was like, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, just do lives now, just talking about random stuff. How are you anyway, Brad? Where are you? Are you in Bali? Are you planning to return to Phuket anytime? I think I'm going to be here till end of May, and I'm going to go back to Europe. So let me know if you're around. We'll grab a coffee. I know your channel, though, Brad. Oh, here we go. People know you. Woman to pay for everything. I'm shocked. Ben, why are you shocked? I mean, I'm shocked too. Lotta, I am financially secure. To date in Southeast Asia, men needs to be extremely careful. Agree with you totally. Agree. Subs, I mean subscribe, but don't get twisted. Okay. Wasn't Bali doing a collab with the new Tiger Gym there? Can chat offline. Enjoy Phuket. I won't be back until okay. Chat later, Brad. Yeah, I think we've got each other's contact. So hopefully you're all good and keeping well and training. Yeah, because I'm no longer training how I used to. I'm just doing dancing, yoga, and that's it. So guys, I think I need to go and get ready, otherwise I'm going to be late. Any other points? I don't know if this was useful. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hateful comments saying, oh my God, she's so delusional. She's lost the plot. She's hit the wall, and all these comments that I get. But what you've got to the message to all the haters, I am so secure about who I am, what I can provide. I'm certainly not short of men attention. I'm absolutely fine. I'm doing extremely well. So, yeah, I'll invite you all to the wedding. Actually, I've decided to get married this year. So, any volunteers? Send your applications. Guys, I want to share something with you. I've actually met one of my subscribers from Qatar. I'm not going to say the name because he was like, no, don't tell my name. Such a lovely guy. And if he's watching this live, I just want to say thank you for all my presents. He brought me some presents, a massive bag of all beautiful things. I was really worried about meeting him because you just never know. There are a lot of weirdos on YouTube. So I feel always nervous, but I've picked the restaurant. It was inside the restaurant because I was like, okay, if he wants to like kill me or something, then at least I have some public. And I'll speak soon, babe. Oh no, not the trolls. You'll get used to the real fast. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about trolls. Honestly, they just make me laugh. But it's fine. Sometimes they do actually make me laugh. But no, take care, Brad. Hope it's all going well. And guys, follow Brad's channel, please. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about the subscriber. Super nice guy. So I met him. I was so nervous because he said to me, oh, I'm coming to Phuket. I know you in Phuket. I'm like, yeah. He was like, I need to give you your gift for your birthday. I was like, I have a gift. My birthday's in April. So I was like, okay. So I said that I'll pick oh yes, qualified pilot still, but the YouTube gig full time. Yeah, Brad, when I met him, he's actually a pilot. Can you imagine? So a lot of people think that YouTubers are some sad cases that've got fuck all to do and they begging for money and da da da. Sometimes I do it for fun, entertainment purposes, and if it brings me sometimes money, that's fine. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Brad is Brad is a smart cookie. I'm proper selling it to you, Brad. I know him personally, guys. That's why I can behave in this way, because we met and we actually trained together. He trained me to do Muay Thai in Tiger Muay Thai in Phuket and had a coffee. Yeah, he's very, very nice guy. I really like him. Yeah. Tick. Right, where was I? What was I saying before that? I was just saying something now. I've lost my thought. Can't remember now. About getting married, yes. Oh, subscriber, here we go. So anyway, met him in a really nice restaurant, new restaurant that opened in Rawai, like, oh my God, right up my street. Great food. Yeah, I'm going to post at some point this week on my Instagram. I'm going to post some reels and shorts from that restaurant, like superb, like really luxury, super, super nice. So anyway, I met him there. He brought a massive bag, literally a bag like this, full of perfume, creams, mascara, lip gloss, and really like expensive brands. I was like, oh my God, like I didn't expect that at all. So we had a lovely dinner. We had some wine. Yeah, we spent like, I don't know, 2-3 hours just talking and, about him, about me. Yeah, super, super nice guy. I don't tend to do it very often to meet subscribers. Sometimes when my gut instinct saying to me, you're safe, you can go and meet them, because don't get me wrong, of course I get a lot of messages to meet people, but sometimes I'm like, no way. It's like I need to have a police next to me or security guard if I go meet you. But some people, I just have this like intuition thinking, yeah, they're actually I think they're quite nice and quite genuine. So this guy from Qatar, super nice. I think I'm gonna stay in touch. I've actually, some of the subscribers that I've met, I became friends now, like really good friends. Some of them live in Phuket, so I meet them. We go places when they when we're on the same page. So for sure, this guy is definitely going to be one of my friends going forward. Right. Do you do bar reviews, planning and trip next month? I was actually going to this week because I went to 2 new openings. Okay, and I am pain in the ass when it comes to standards. And before you say anything, I trained myself to be like that because of my previous career. Working in a luxury world, you have to be like that. You have to have extremely high standards. So, of course, I can switch it off and put it back on. But when I'm going to new places, I really analyze it from the management perspective, from all these things. So I'm actually going to do review on these 2 places that I went to, what I like and what I didn't like, and of course I'm going to tag them, because I get invited to a few places here in Phuket just to come and pay them a visit. And but I want to be honest as well, like me, I say it how it is, so I will say it how it is. And if I feel that the temperature inside was not right and they need to adjust their air conditioning, then I will say that. So yeah, so who asked this question? Ben, just follow me on Instagram. My account is open, so just follow it. And then you'll see, because yeah, definitely going to do a review of 2 places and kind of say, I like this, I didn't like this, da 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 da. What else do we have here? Brad, did you really used to be a pilot? Yeah, he's actually a pilot, so he used to work as a pilot. So I know when he told me, I was like, oh my God, you're so smart. Great stuff. I'm looking to get my starting my PPL this year, hopefully. Okay. By the way, Natalia, you know that they have 4 wives. Oh, the Qatar? Yeah. No, I know. I'm not going to marry the guy. I just said he's really nice. So let's not take it to another level. Lotta. Natalia, why do you want to get married? You don't want kids. Why does being married change for you? Okay, Lotta, you don't have, okay, don't take it as a criticism, but your listening skills are very poor, because I've said it on at least 2 occasions that I didn't, that that I did not, well, how do I say it? I said on 2 occasions that I don't know if I want kids or not. It depends on the person that I meet. I didn't say I don't want kids. That's your interpretation. And this is what happens very often with some of my videos. People interpret stuff in their own way, not how I mean it or how I say it, or they listen to what they want to listen. Do you understand what I'm saying? And why do I want to get married? I don't know. Just fancy to get married. Why not? You got to take that into consideration. Yeah, I know. I'm only joking. That I miss the what? Oh, you missed that. Sorry. No, no problem. No problem. It's just a lot of people sometimes they just jump into a conclusion and they search certain, like certain people say, "Oh, she's got OnlyFans and da 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 da." Do you know what? Sometimes I wish I can have an OnlyFans, but it's just not me. I'm such a proud woman. Oh, yeah. And sometimes I'm like, Natalia, you could be absolutely smashing it, but it's just not my thing. You know, sometimes I say I'd rather be poor than, you know, than do these sort of things. But when people do it, it's absolutely fine by me. I have some friends who do escort. It's fine. I don't judge them. Everyone's different. I can't do it, and I don't want to do it. Everyone's different. Yeah, and I don't judge. Definity, you said you don't want kids. Are you a guy or a girl? A woman or a man? Message held for review. Let me see. There are a lot of OnlyFans models in Thailand. Yeah, loads. So many. And I can tell straight away when I meet women, they say, I work online. I'm like, doing what? But it's fine, you know. Sometimes they try to lie. And obviously, oh, do you want, shall I show you how much water I have here? Just a little bit of water. 5 liters. 5 liters. Yeah, it's fine. Doing OnlyFans is fine. But I have big plans for my future. I don't want to do OnlyFans. It will damage my reputation. But also, I'm too shy. No, not at all. I'm actually going to be late for everything now. But it's fine. It's the time with you guys. That means a lot to me. Right, did you enjoy this live, guys? Shall I do a poll on this? Start a poll. Did you enjoy this live? Voila. I know there's only 9 people here, but if you could vote, I would really appreciate it. Just tell me yes, no. If you didn't enjoy it, that's fine. If you enjoyed it, then just hit yes. So then I know the percentage roughly of where we're at. I enjoy listening you more than your life. Do you like my voice? Electrolytes. Yeah. I do have electrolytes, actually. Brad does say electrolytes. Yeah, I drink it not every day, but when I exercise a lot, then I do. I wanted to exercise today, this morning, but I feel too tired from lack of sleep. I have dancing class this evening and yoga. But yeah, I need to watch what I'm eating today because my physical activity is literally 0. I like you too, relaxing. Oh, so far 5 votes and people enjoy the live. Glad you enjoyed, guys. Also, comment for the next subjects. What do you want me to talk about? But not Thailand, please. I'm bored about Thailand. I don't want to talk about Thailand. So anything else, but not Thailand, okay? So let me know in the comments underneath this live. So I would really appreciate it. Anyway, I'm going to go and have a shower number 3. And get ready, get changed, and go and meet my friend for lunch. How long have you been dancing? Darren, I've been dancing since I think October, November, so a few months. Yeah, so still loads to learn, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. People think I'm a stripper in Phuket. I've already received these comments on my channel saying, she's a stripper. Now I know how she earns money. All I said to that, saying, thank you so much. Obviously, you feel my dancing is really good. What is it you did with your back? It's cupping. I did cupping. Actually, the video that I'm going to publish this weekend, the collaboration video, because they wanted me to film a few things, I'm going to show it. So you'll see, I think it's this Saturday I'm going to post it. Yeah. Yeah. Have a wonderful day too, guys. Bye.